I do have with me John Moodey from the DA, who can just maybe take us through, while we're looking at what is happening, unfolding behind us, take us through what is the intention of this march today, or rather this protest, just ahead of the council meeting. What is the message, and who is it to, really?
Well, the message is that the people of Tshwane are 100% with Msimanga, and that they believe in him, and therefore they are here in support of Msimanga. Now, yes, we have arranged for our supporters to come out because that is our first line of support, but believe you me, there are many people here who are just members of the public who are as concerned as what we are about Msimanga's fate today. We believe that should Msimanga be voted out of office today, it won't be a loss to the Democratic Alliance, but indeed it will be a loss to the people of Tshwane. And this is a message that South Africans must get as well, and they must understand it, that coalition politics is the future of South Africa, but what coalition politics needs is mature leaders and who put the people first and not their own narrow party political issues first.
Well, the EFF has accused Msimanga of arrogance, saying that he has not been able to consult the EFF with regards to big decisions. For example, the removal of the city manager, Moeketsi Mosola. What do you say to that?
Well, I'll say it's a lot of hogwash. We have proof of the fact that Msimanga had consulted with them 2 days before, and in fact he had given them a dossier explaining why, and evidence as to why we need to have this investigation against the city manager. And at that particular meeting, he was given the assurance that they would support him because they understood it. Just for it to happen that on the day of the city council meeting, of course, there was a backtracking from the EFF. And the person begins to start wondering, what is it that is making them act the way that they are, very irrationally? If people look back and see over the past 2 years, EFF involvement in and support of DA coalition government proposals, etc., this has been the most stable municipality by far. All of a sudden, when it comes to this particular contract, we now have the EFF siding with the ANC, and the person begs to answer the question, what is behind it all?
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Moodey. There, of course, is John Moodey, who is speaking for the DA here in Gauteng. And just take you back to what's happening here at the square, Michelle. As you can see, I'm not sure how much of it you can see, but we are looking at Msimanga dancing, really looking like he is in good spirits. He's dancing with some of the youth leaders of his party, as well as some of the council members, as I've said, and of course members of the DA who are seen wearing blue t-shirts. This is just really minutes ahead of the no confidence vote. Let's just go closer and see what's going on. Maybe try and get a word in from to Msimanga with regards to how he's feeling, how he hopes this vote is going to go today. But generally, Michelle, he's going that way. Well, let's try and get to him. Let's try and get to the mayor over here. Let me see if I can just corner him quickly. Mr. Mayor, good morning. How are you today?
I'm very well. How are you, Razo?
I'm very well. How are you feeling today? It's a very important day, not only just for yourself, but for the city of Tshwane. How are you taking it today?
I'm taking it in my strides. My caucus is here. The supporters have been here. They've been calling out throughout the night, pledging their support, saying that they still believe in what we are trying to achieve, and this is why our spirits are so high today.
You were tweeting a storm yesterday, hands off Msimanga, really telling not only just Tshwane residents but the members of the public with regards to the achievements that the DA-led municipality has been able to achieve, saying that people should not necessarily believe the lies that are peddled. What lies do you think are being peddled by your administration, or about your administration?
Well, first of all, it was said that money has been siphoned off to fund my premier campaign as a DA premier for Gauteng. Not a single shred of evidence was ever produced to say that this is what is happening. The second thing is that there's lies that continue to be peddled, that money is taken away from township projects and are now giving to the suburbs. We can prove in rents and cents and in black and white how we're spending much more money in areas that have never had previously had service delivery before. Hammanskraal is one of those areas where for 15 years plus they've never had clean water. Right now I'm saying go to Hammanskraal and look at the quality of water that is there. It's not perfect, but look at where it is right now. I can go on. We've started formalizing informal settlements which were left for years on end. We've now put more money. We've just now laid brand new water pipes in Moreleta, going into some of the informal settlements past the east side. So those is some of the achievements that we have achieved in the city of Tshwane.
But of course, Mr. Mayor, and I don't mean to interrupt you rudely, but of course the EFF as well as the ANC seem to believe that your administration is of course embattled with regards to the scandals that have been coming up, week after week. This is a people that are going to be watching this vote very closely. If you had to say anything to them, how would you convince them?
I would say that we have done everything that we needed to do. We stood on principle. But more importantly, Ranzo, we've never hidden anything from the people. When the issues of the qualifications came up, we dealt swiftly with the first one. And what did I do? I didn't then just say keep quiet and then let's forget about it. I instituted a full-on investigation to then determine where we are. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to be getting a final report in terms of the 400 plus managers, in terms of their qualifications, and then we'll be able to then release that particular information to the public, and then we'll then be able to then deal with it. When these issues of irregular tenders surfaced, I didn't ask for a commission here, there, and everywhere. I said, let me take it to council. Council grant me the opportunity to investigate further. What did the ANC do before? They would hide these matters. We had to drag them to court, not once, not twice, 3 times, with a PEU matter, with a brown bed matter, with a fleet management contract. And where did those end? It ended up with people of Tshwane getting their money back. So I am saying that we're not hiding anything. We're putting things on the table. And today, if anything happens, history will judge us.
Are you ready to let go of a mayoral chain if needs be?
I don't think the mayoral chain is going anywhere. Well, it's disappeared a long time ago, but the mayor will still be Msimanga tomorrow morning.
Thank you so much. Well, you heard that Michelle saying that the mayoral chain is going nowhere. He should be the mayor come tomorrow, but of course the numbers are against him, Michelle. We know that the EFF and the ANC have come out guns blazing, say that they are willing to axe this mayor behind me, but of course he says his government has been run clean, saying that he has rang the alarm with regards to corruption, especially with regards to the appointment of senior personnel in his office. So only time will tell. That meeting is set to kick off at 10 o'clock, and we will take those proceedings live and also keep a close eye on them. Over to you.
Yeah.